Good morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today is Wednesday, and so we're here with our famous coach, Coach Karen Fern, all the way from Toronto, Canada. She's in the green room, and we are excited. Woo! Oh my gosh. Francine is mobile today, our usual producer. So, anything can happen because I'm in charge of the electronics. Oh, okay. Guys, I didn't get a chance to share this out. So if you get a chance, go ahead and share it or like it, post it, whatever you need to do, depending on where you're watching from. So we want to encourage you so that we can get the word out. Meanwhile, I want to say that I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups. My partner, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva, is streaming today. So she's mobile. And we're the Biz Chicks. So sit back, relax, get some wonderful nuggets from Coach Karen, and we're going to bring her into the studio right now. How you doing, Coach? I love the hair. I saw you back there. I was like, woo, we're going to have a reveal today.
Thank you.
You look great. I love it.
Thank you.
Super cute. Oh, my goodness. So how are you, Coach?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm loving you how you dress up too. I'm like, there's dress up there, man.
Thank you. Yeah, got something new going on for the summer.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, life is life, right? Life is happening. Some people are just withering up and going in a corner, and some people are just jumping up and down.
Yeah, what can I tell you? I mean, I'm so excited. I'm going to share this out. So if you hear a little feedback, that's what's going on.
Okay. No
Meanwhile, let me connect my earbuds and stop all of these notifications. Guys, okay, let's just say it. Terry was not ready this morning. Okay.
That's cool.
Oh my goodness.
And run a little bit behind you.
Okay, now you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you get myself.
Hey, Coach.
Why is it true?
I love the ponytail. So what's on the agenda today?
So this month, the last week, as you guys know, I talked about the outcome that you want for your clients. And this week, I'm going to go back a little bit and talk about you, so we can be back and forth this whole month, because we need to understand us and them, and we can't do them without us, and we can't do us without them supporting us and our dream and getting things moving going, right? So we're not going to only focus one way, we'll be back and forth. And I'll talk a little bit about Lucky first, and then I'll get into it, and we'll really talk some money talks today. So today we're talking money. But I wanted to talk about luck because it came up so many times with so many different people, even a coaching client on Monday. And I just really want to just pull it in there and talk about it and just hear people's opinion on it. Because some people say to me, Karen, you mustn't say you're lucky, you got to say you're blessed. I'm like, I'm blessed and I'm lucky. Why I can't use the word? So I was looking for the word. So I put the word down in my notes, and I was waiting for God to give me inspiration to write what I feel luck is, because it came so many times. It came up so many times. And so, guys, this is what I came up with, because we always hear luck is learning under correct knowledge and anything like that, right? I decided I'm going to look for some words to put to it, because I wanted to really represent when I say I'm lucky. What I mean luck is learning under
there we go.
Correct knowledge.
There's my phone going. Do what I asked it not to do.
Yes, okay. Of course. It does exactly what you ask it not to do. It will do.
Okay.
Oh my God. So I went ahead and I said, lucky. L is for living honestly with yourself. Because when you're living honestly with yourself, you become lucky because you're honest with yourself. Most of us, it is hard to do, especially when you go through some hardships. It's hard to be living honest with you, but that's the time when you really need to be. And here's why, guys, because it drops so many loads off of your shoulder. Even if you don't feel it right away, when you're honest with yourself, the shoulders get dropped. And I'm going to give you a tiny example. When I was growing up, I turned a young lady early at 9, at not 10. It was 10 when I turned. Yeah, it was 10. And so everything started to happen early.
Mm-hmm.
And I came up with so many pimples on my face. My whole face was horrible. That's how I felt, like horrible, because it would just keep coming out, right? And kids would tease me. I also developed early, right? And kids would tease me. And I started being honest with me in terms of looking in my face and deciding, because I did went to the clinic and they said there's nothing they can do about the pimples on my face. I just have to keep it washed and keep it clean, and that's it. There's nothing to give me. And I was like, okay, this is what I have to be honest that I'm going to probably have this after talking to the nurse in charge for a couple of years. So I honestly had to just, did I like it? No, but I had to be honest that it's going no place. That's just my face I'm talking about here, which is what you present to the world, right? And I want you to
Mm-hmm.
think about that when you're presenting your stuff. And then I said, what are we going to use for you? And I said, understanding who you are as this human being. Who are you? You need to understand who you are. Not what people think you should be or what they want you to be or how they want you to operate, but who you are. And then C, consistently improving yourself. That's part of your lucky trait because you're consistently improving you. So you feel lucky because you improve on the things about yourself. Listen, not the things you don't want to improve on because somebody told you to improve on them. No, the things you want to improve about yourself. Because there's some things you need to just let die. I've learned to let them die. And K is keeping yourself focused. Keeping yourself focused. Why? Keeping, just the word keeping. Keeping. This is for you. Keeping yourself focused. And why? Number why is you because you are uniquely you. You are uniquely you. I'm saying all of this to say because we're talking about money. Could you imagine if you don't understand these things about yourself, how money is so difficult for you, how money is hard to get, keep, save, invest, understand? Because you haven't understood certain things about yourself
Mm.
and you want
Okay.
to understand those things about yourself. I was looking at this video and this guy was talking about he doesn't pay rent. And they had good comments, but people commenting a lot of nonsense on the side, right? And he doesn't pay
Mm-hmm.
rent because he chooses to save his money, buy a duplex, live in one, and rent the other.
Yes.
That's why he's not paying rent.
Yeah.
It's not because he's a bum. It's because he says, okay. And he says it. He says, I wasn't good at school. I was awful. I couldn't get into college. I just wasn't bright in that area. In my head, I couldn't get past learning stuff. And he says, I decide I'm going to go learn under somebody. What that person is doing, I'll learn under them because maybe I'll learn that way. So he went to learn
Yes.
under a real estate broker and he got to liking it. And you know what? Once he went to school for that, he was able to pass that because that is where he probably was needing to be. But he didn't know because if he went to college, if he got into college, he wouldn't study real estate. He would study something
Mm-hmm.
else that wasn't for him. But he didn't know at the time. He just knew that going to high school, he didn't do well his whole high school years, he said. He said a C was like great stuff. And he said, I think he got it once or twice. Like he didn't do well in school at all. And he tried hard. He said he tried hard. He just didn't do well. So he
Uh-huh.
knew that he still wanted to get into college, but he wasn't able to get into college. Another lady was talking again, and I'm bringing up. I went and looked at some example, did some research about talk a little bit about money differently. And in her case, was she and her boyfriend, and they do an Airbnb in their apartment. They rent instead of renting a 1 bedroom, they rented a 2 bedroom, and they rent out twice a month a bedroom which feeds them. The money from the Airbnb pays for their
Uh-huh.
groceries, and something else. Can't remember the other thing. I just slipped my mind. Why am I bringing this up though? They're young people. They need the privacy, but they're also thinking about what they don't have. And instead of whining about it, instead of complaining about it, they sat both of them down and they said, what are we going to do? How are we going to cover this? Because we're planning a wedding. We don't want to be in debt after the wedding. We heard what happens. And they're like, we need to find a way to look after this. And what do you know? They have Airbnb. No, it's not for everybody. I get it. But everybody has got something that they can do to get them to the next place they want to be.
Oh, okay. All right.
To know this, you have to understand who you are. You got to be honest with yourself. You've got to be honest with yourself and the things that you're willing to sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
You really have to be honest with yourself and the things you're willing to sacrifice to get where you have to get to. Because one of the biggest things about money is the fear that you feel when you think you don't have enough. And even the people who say, I don't care about money, I don't want to hoard money, I don't like, excuse me, I don't want to be obsessed with money. Actually, they're more obsessed with money than the people who actually making money because they're obsessed that they don't have the money to get to the things that they want to get to. But they don't even recognize it because it's a subconscious thing, right? It's a subconscious thing. What am I getting at? Why am I talking about money in this thing? Because right now in this epidemic we're in, so many people have slashed their prices in different ways and form, and they're gonna work, even if they don't feel it right now, but their body gonna start telling them maybe the end of the year, by next year, because they're gonna overwork to compensate to get to what they need to get to. If the government gives you money, it's just for a stretch of time, it's gonna run out. So you're still gonna have to put in your own. After a while, you're gonna find out, because I'm talking to business owners here, so that's why I'm going this route. You're gonna find out that you can sustain what you get your customers accustomed to. And you will have to get new customers.
Oh, yes. I understand exactly what you're saying, because you tend to, and we do this whether there's an epidemic or not. It depends on what our attitude is toward money. Sometimes we don't feel like we deserve to be paid what we're worth, so we keep slashing our price, and we rationalize it by saying we want everybody to be able to afford our services. But when you work that hard, you do burn yourself out. And I don't know if your customers really appreciate it because they think it's that the quality is diminished.
Right. And people are showing up when anybody tells me, myself and another coach are talking about it, that is the reason about the money. I said, here's what's happening. You're using this as another excuse because we're good at making excuses for a behavior that we know is not right. You can't look upon a business and decide because they're charging $40, you should charge $40. It never works. You don't understand why they are charging $40. You don't get it why they're charging $40. This is not like furniture where everybody got the same sofa and every store sells it at their own price. No.
Yes.
This is not a sofa, guys. This is you and your unique product and what you're doing about it. I mean, if you're under some kind of franchise and stuff, that's a different story. Or if you're doing MLM, they have their pricing. You got to go where they're going. You got to do what they're doing. But I'm talking about people who are either making your own product or you offering a service, and you decide that the people can't pay because of what's going on right now. It is false. Anywhere online that has a sale and you think you're getting in on the sale, it's because that sale was going to happen anyway, and they're just making an adjustment for when the sale happened. They are not trying to sell you that dress less. They're just working how they're going to reshift the cycle. People are still buying running shoes for $200-$300.
Yes.
They're still buying it.
Even without trying them on. Did you see that?
Thank you. And they're the big guys. They have the money, but they wouldn't do that. So I used to say this before. I'm going to bring it back again. If you are hustling, take this time to spend some time growing this into a real business, because a real business understands that I will have a sale if I decided in my business, when is the year anniversary, and in the next 2 years I'll have twice a year, so whenever that time is, that's when you have the sale, not because something happened. You would have the sale because you have programmed it into your business. Now if something happened and you can use this sale that you had for July in May, it's fine, but in July you can't have the sale again. Because if you have it again, your business won't make the kind of money that your business was supposed to make at the end of the year. And then you're going to have to pay taxes out of that little itty bitty money that you didn't make and other expenses. And then at the end of the year, you didn't really make any money. And you work hard, because entrepreneurs work harder than anybody else. They go at it. Anybody who tell me they're doing a hustle, I know that you're spending. If you tell me you spend 4 hours, I know you triple or quadruple that number, but you didn't count.
That's true.
I know that you didn't see the time you spent on this specific thing that you couldn't get past. And I am very much, another coach and I talk about this a lot.
That is so true.
Very much into I know you must delegate, but I don't want you to delegate too soon, because you don't know what to delegate and say. You don't know what to delegate the person to do. This girl was talking about it. She created courses. She says, I got a VA because somebody told me I need to get a VA. She says, I paid this girl for 3 months, and the girl had a little bit of work to do because I didn't know what to tell the girl to do, because I didn't understand what I was doing. I was trying to figure it out to give the girl to do, and I couldn't get the girl to do it because, and I felt ashamed, and I didn't want to not pay her. But in the meantime, I didn't finish creating the thing that I want to create. And here's 90 days. Money gone. Whatever she did else gone. Time went by. The program wasn't up. And the VA did a little bit of work. But she made a contract with the girl. I'm going to pay X amount of dollars. Don't go do that unless you understand. Matter of fact, I write it in her comment. I say you should really look up delegation. Understand the word. Look at the word. See what the meaning of the word is. Then you go work on that before you hire somebody. And this is not an embarrassing thing. This is just being true and not saying, well, don't pat people in nonsense, because you're going to make them spend more money. I mean, even if you have to message them separately, you don't need to say anything bad in the comments. You could message them separately. If you see something, you say, hey, you might want to pull out of that contract because you're not ready yet for a VA. I mean, you might see the work look plentiful, or you might think you need a VA, but unless you can tell the VA, hey, I'm creating courses, and what I'm going to do is write out the modules, and I'm going to give it to you because I need you to another eye to see it. I need you to edit this content for me, and then I'm going to make videos, and you're going to edit the content on that, and then you're going to help me with my content on social media, and you're going to be distributing this, and you're going to go to Canva, and you're going to create stuff for me. Like, you have all these lists of things. You can't leave it to the VA and say, just figure out what to do. Oh, she's going to figure that out. But is it representative of your branding? Is it going to speak in your voice? It's like getting a copywriter and just giving her stuff and say, put it together. You got to still tell the copywriter what you want.
What the message is.
Yeah, and a good copywriter, by the way, get to know you. When I first spoke to my copywriter, the first one I ever had, like, we had a Zoom call, and we spoke for no lie, Terry, an hour and a half, just chit-chatting. She just getting to know me. That was it. And then we spoke another time for another hour. And then I filled the form because she wanted to get a feel of me, a sense of me. Because she said when she get a sense of me, she can speak like me when she write my copy.
Yes.
But she can't write my copy with just filling out the form. She goes, she was expensive. But the reason she was is because she took the time to listen to where I've been and where I want to go and why these words matter to me. I mean, this is earlier stages, wasn't now, but she did me such a solid because there's things I was saying and doing that made sense in my head, but she was able to make it make sense better when it was presented to whom it needed to be presented to. So she had to know me. She had to know this girl inside who's playful, like being happy and laughing and dancing. She needed to find out that's part of me. So my wordage people wouldn't be surprised when they want to work with me or see me or talk to me because, it's coming out. So you got to know these things. And those things take time. So could you imagine you giving this stuff?
Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry. Yeah. You give this stuff VA and she doesn't know you. And she's poor thing. She's trying to look on the internet and find out who you are, but you haven't been around long enough for you to find this out. And she's trying, but it doesn't sound like. So now when you go and write your content, people want to know what happened over here. Oh, Terry wrote today. Oh, I know this is Fran. I know this is Terry. Like they can this, they know it's not the same voice.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's the Biz Chicks, it's the same voice. You're two individual, yes, but we know when Terry or Fran says something, it's Terry or Fran says it, but we know still the Biz Chicks. It's coming from you guys. We know you're doing workshops. We know this is, you guys do this Monday to Friday. This is the Biz Chicks. If Terry alone was here, if Fran alone is here, we still know it's the Biz Chicks. We want to hear that voice.
Mm-hmm.
So, and back to the money thing, and all those things cost you money. I mean, because it costs her money. So today I'm just giving a lot of examples about how your business costs you money lots of time versus making you money. And you're in business for it to make you money. But when you know who you are, and when you focus on who you are and what you want to bring to this space that you're in, you're really and truly able to do well in business. Are you going to get hiccups? For sure. But you'll be able to bounce back way quicker because you understand. You remember, Terry, I would say this. If you get up in the morning and you see it's not your day, instead of saying, oh my God, I'm going to waste this day, you said, no, I'm going to take this day for myself. And then take that day to find out if your body needs rest, if you're worried about something, if you're unfocused because you're uneasy that what you're doing doesn't sit with your morals, your Christianity, your whatever. Take the time to do it and find it out. So if it's rest, go get some sleep. You don't have to tell anybody you take the day off. Just go to sleep and then wake up. You had your day. If it's 2 days, it's 2 days. Entrepreneurs who boast and say, I don't take vacation, stop the nonsense. Take a vacay, take a staycay. Right now, that's all we can do. But take a staycay, take a week off if it's getting too much, because I promise you, and this is from experience, you lose more money than make money when you're tired.
Okay. Is your business costing you money or making you money? At Biz Chicks, we say never make a decision when you're tired, hungry, or your feet hurt.
That's a good one. The feet hurt is a good one.
Because you want to get somewhere and you just want to get out of the room. You know what I mean? You're talking to a customer and your feet are screaming.
And you're like, hurry up and leave me alone.
I just need to wrap this up so I can take these shoes off.
Oh my God. It's crazy. It is crazy, but it's so true. It's so true. So if you are feeling the pressure, if whatever's happening in business, and not even because what's going on, because what's going on, again, it's just the symptoms of everybody and everything that's happening. Honestly, and I don't want to sound careless because I got family who did get it, who got over it. And so I got people who's working in the space where right now they're working, they're open. But so don't get me wrong, don't think I'm being callous about it. But I'm saying that you can't let the symptoms of what's going on make you make rash or crazy decisions for your business. And if part of that means I am tired or I'm needing the rest, go take the rest so that you can do what it is you're supposed to do. Because your business is supposed to make money. Your business can't make money if you're tired. Your business can't make money if you are chopping prices like crazy. Your business can't make money if you don't know what you're doing, which means you got to go learn to do whatever it is you're doing that you don't know to do. Like, it takes time.
And here's the thing. I think a lot of people, especially now, there are a lot of things going on where people are giving things away. And so, people are in the comments talking about, why are you charging for that? Other people are giving it away. Da, 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 da. Okay, but this is not that. That is a nonprofit. That is a donation.
Yes.
And so you don't have to give your talents and skills away. I just want to say that.
Yes, and I'm
because
glad you said that.
everybody is
I
not.
heard the same thing you said. What you saying, I heard. So I know what you're saying. You don't know that person business. Yesterday, I got information from somebody and said you don't know the people backstory. So don't judge about what's happening. That person, like I've seen people as nurses and they're selling masks and they're nurses and they're just giving it away. I don't know if that nursing position doesn't pay all your bills. I don't know if this would be your new side income that's going to be able to help you grow. So I can't be judgy that you should give away the mask.
Exactly. I don't know your why.
Right. I can't go here judging you. Like, leave the people alone and let them get what they're going to get. Also on pricing. I hear that's the other thing people complain about. Some people selling for 20, some people selling for 12, some people selling for 15, and the woman's asking, what about the price? And I answered and I said, if somebody's charging 20 to 25, how dare you decide that it's too expensive? I don't know the person material. I don't know how long they take to make it. The fitting, that things take time. This mask is new for all of us. And I gotta tell you, when I make the first set of masks, they didn't fit as well as I thought it was going to. I had to go back to the drawing board because I wanted to fit a certain way. That's time. So when I charge you whatever, I know what I'm charging and why. If not, I wouldn't waste time making the mask if I can't charge this price. Unless I decided I'm going to donate 50 masks. This is the other thing.
Exactly. And that's something altogether different.
Right.
And it may not be something you want to do publicly. So you don't know what people are doing
quietly.
And the question is, if you want to make a purchase, make a purchase. If you don't. And the other thing, what I'm saying to the entrepreneur is, don't lower your price, because you'll end up not being able to make enough money to even donate what you want to donate.
Right? You can't give to people what you haven't given to yourself. I don't care who tell you that. We all have learned. We've seen mothers who give everything to their last. I remember when our kids were younger and my husband first said it to me, he says, Karen, why? I'm like, hold on. I took home economics class and my home economics teacher said that I must not give my last spoon of food to no child. And I'm going off of her. She's like, no. If you got a little in your plate, divide it in 4, divide it in 3, divide it in whatever, and everybody get an equal portion, if that's the case. You feed the youngest first, because that person can't talk, they can't do anything for themselves. That was her thing. Wrong or right? And then she says, as they grow up, once they can fend for themselves, then it's equal sharing to mommy, daddy, and child. The child don't get everything. The husband don't get everything. Mommy, cook the food. What nonsense. And there's people who done this for years. And not only food, right? They give the kid the last dollar in the wallet. And then they say, I give my child the last dollar I had. I'm like, why? Well, it's my child. No. Why did you give the child the last dollar? If you didn't know how, here is a lesson in what you not to do next time, because you've done it already.
Hi, Brenna. Brenna joined us.
Hi, Brenna. If you are no longer there and you weren't looking after you, you can't continuously look after that child. So let's move it into business. If you don't look after yourself, you can't look after those customers, and they're gonna go, once they're alive, to a new vendor, to a new business owner, to a new entrepreneur. And
we got a long comment here. Hold on. Here you go. As you work your business, you learn to do better every day. But I'm an avid faker. I have always been able to get a presented a task and team quickly how to accomplish that task. I started my business on this premise. I'm an executive assistant, but someone needed a caterer and put their trust in me. I learned real fast how to cater. Also, if a client doesn't accept my cost, we're not the right fit. I don't apologize for my pricing. Now, Claudia is a caterer.
Excellent, Claudia.
And she does vegan meals, etc. So she, sort of specializes too. So I applaud you, Claudia. because they either want it or they don't.
Yes.
Okay.
I totally agree with you. I'm with you, girl. I remember cooking for somebody and then they didn't want to pay my fee, and we just eat the food over and over and over again. Let me just tell you, I ain't give it. I ain't give it. I just eat it. Yes, I eat it and I share it out to other people. Because what was I opening the door to? I hear you. People will try, and they wouldn't do it to a other person, like especially because the person was close to me anyway. And I was like really sad that you think that it was okay to take advantage, because that's what you were doing, and being very disrespectful to my craft and my business. Claudia, I am here giving you a lot of high five, girl. A lot of high five. Lots.
And what happens is your customers will trust you, Claudia. I've seen Claudia's work. It is just fabulous. So if anybody's looking for a caterer, I highly recommend her. And she is just a magician when it comes to food, and such an elegant table. It's just unbelievable. So look, guys, if you're planning an event, Claudia's the lady, okay? I'm just saying. So, Claudia, don't forget to put your information in the chat in case somebody has something coming up. Because you know what? I would even start calling these people who are going virtual and tell them you will do a virtual presentation for the event. And you just set up a what do you call it, a dessert table or something, so when people are snacking at home they can see the snacks.
We have to think really outside the box these days. We got to think about how we can take whatever it is we need to be physically doing and use it in some shape or form.
There you go.
And people still wanting things dropped off. I mean, it's still curb. We open up certain stores here on Saturday. Certain places got opened back up. Everything is a slow thing. I was looking on. I watch the Rich Journey. They said Portugal is open back up because they take precautions early.
Thank you, Claudia.
They're back.
Wait a minute. Now, Devette has a comment over here, or I think she's watching on YouTube. Yeah. No. Devette, date night, food setup, birthday setup. Oh, yeah. She's giving you some ideas, Claudia. Devette's in Texas. How you doing, Vet? Yeah, she runs Devette has a mask business, and she does T-shirts and other craft type things. Right. But yeah, so she's saying, girl, people want virtual food for virtual dates, for virtual birthdays.
Because people need ideas.
Claudia.
People need ideas. You know what people do too? People might go and Pinterest all over and see stuff, but then they don't know what to do once they see the stuff, how to actually do whatever happened. Now she can come in and help them on that space. Can I tell you guys what I learned yesterday about, well, yesterday, day before yesterday, Sunday. Anyway, but this lady who, I mean, I shouldn't knock it, but this is what she's selling. There's just not a way to put it. This is what she's selling. She took the Bible. She opened the Bible. She took some verses out of the Bible. She put it in a book. She opened a membership. She ain't coaching you. She ain't sitting down with you. She literally charging you to take what's in the Bible and she put in a book. A journal next to the book so you can write what you read into the book. That's it. And you pay every month.
Sounds like a plan to me. You know why? Because we're undisciplined.
Yes.
It's because we're undisciplined. We need a place to go. So we're willing to pay some. It's like having a personal trainer.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. And it's simple. It's so simple.
Right. We got suggestions coming in here for you, Claudia. Look at here. Virtual brunches. Yes. And since they are in different places, you could serve a small table, set up the table, and they can pretend like they're in your restaurant. What's this? Britta says, maybe provide a week of fingers cooking for us moms tired of cooking. Wow, yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, because we're doing extra cooking as a result of people being home all day. And what is this?
You want to eat
I
more.
have done this. I recently set up a dessert table outside with my mask and gloves and wished away like me. I like that. That's so
Like Mary
cute. And wished away like Mary Poppins. Beautiful,
Nice
beautiful.
fun.
But how about offering cooking lessons, virtual cooking lessons for people who are doing virtual dating? So they're in one place, you're in one place, and everybody's in their separate kitchen.
And
So
they do
he's
next
in his
night.
kitchen, she's in her kitchen, and you're giving the lesson, and they're both over there talking. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. What? Okay, do me. Okay, Linda's in the house. Linda's from South Carolina. She is the creator of Gotta Be Handmade.
Yes.
So she
Yes.
features people who do handmade goods. Linda, you should talk to Devette. Hi, she said, Devette says, "Hi, Mom." That's my daughter in Texas. Devette does a lot of handmade things, but Devette is also in has a degree in business and marketing. So you guys need to get together because you like the same thing. And I'm saying to you, Linda, that you can give virtual lessons in how to quilt. People want to learn how to quilt. They're at home. You can give virtual lessons to moms and children how to quilt, to grandmothers who always wanted to make a quilt, and charge maybe $27, $37 for a 30-minute session on how to do a block.
That's it. She just need a block. And then she has
Yeah.
sessions where she's teaching how to put the blocks together. Then another session when she's going to put the batting together. Then another session when she can do the edges. Like she literally can do this. I saw Linda on Instagram and she was showing that quilt with a girl with a two bow. And I was thinking,
Yes, wasn't that cute?
yeah, I was saying,
With the Afro puff?
on this because it just makes sense. I used to be in this crafty, after I'll tell Linda about the crafty thing where you get $25 to teach a class. And if it depends on how many students you get, you could charge 25 and I think they take $5 and you get 20 and you teach a class. And here's a good thing about it. Every time the class sells, even if after you teach the class, once it's on video, you get your $20. I don't know if they're still around. She go check them out.
Exactly. Or she can do a subscription.
Yep. I
For
like
$10 a month, you get to come to these classes.
Yep. I like the subscription method. I like it because I actually know somebody who has a sewing subscription method business. She got 3 levels. You can learn to sew for women, you can learn to sew for men, you can learn to sew for children. The children are more expensive, or you could buy the whole thing together. And she got it started really cheap. I think about $10, $11, and it moves its way up, right? But if you get Linda, I'm telling you, girl, okay, it's something bad to say, but it's true. A lot of people in the house thinking they don't do none, but they are keeping their subscription because if you come out, it's going to go up. And they want to keep it for whenever they want to ask a question because she's answered them quickly, right? And you know, the girl too, she used to sell clothes, and she says, Karen, the clothes, I don't mind making them, but I find people always wanting to know where I get fabric from. And she started doing like a sourcing fabric thing. And so wherever she's going to get fabric from, she'll tell them, I'm going here, and you might want to check out a similar store and make a date, and they'll go shopping. No, this is a monthly thing that they pay her for, and she does that. Then she'll say, we're making skirts for the month of May because June is warm. So now everybody's getting fabric to make skirts, and that's all you're doing with her. And you pay $25 every month to be with her, or you pay something discount.
And we're getting used to subscription services now.
Mm-hmm.
So people are more likely to sign up now than they were in the past because now they understand it.
Yes.
And just a small. There are so many people who want to learn how to quilt, especially people who want to leave a legacy for their grandchildren.
Yes.
They would love to make a quilt or have a quilt made, which would also tie into what she does.
Yes. And also, because people want to get something that takes their mind away from things, this causes people to want to do. That's why people had like my dance off, or when I put up a cooking video, people are excited about it because they're just getting to learn a different dish. You know, that I'm prepared from scratch. There's nothing fancy. My kitchen is a regular old kitchen. It's not even no big, nice, fancy kitchen. And the stove is a regular stove. So people feel like they connect on those levels, and they can ask me questions. Even if you don't see it in the thread, they do message me to ask what I put in there or what I didn't do. And then people just want this relaxed stuff, so they'll pay for it. I remember a lady paid me $50 to teach her how to do chain stitch, stem stitch, and satin stitch. 3 stitches, $50. I just teach her a class one time. It was no subscription. But just to showcase to you, when you're doing things creative, people ask for more. That's my point. They ask for more.
Exactly.
Linda,
Now,
you got a lot of talent.
Linda's telling Devette to direct message her. Thank you for virtual quilting African American quilt blocks. Yes, that is a niche. People want to know how to do that. They don't want to do the little Dutch girl. They want to do the little girl with the Afro puff. Okay. And then here you go. I see so many offers for online classes for card making, jewelry, making Fimo clay. Yes.
Yep.
All of that.
Yes. And
Thank
people
you,
want
Brenda.
somebody they can connect to. And Linda has this nice tone of voice that
It's just gotta be. Hey,
Hey,
I'd
yes.
love to hear her say that.
Right? So if you got a teacher that you can connect to, and Linda, you are one of those, I'm telling you.
Really outgoing. Your personality is just a magnet for people, and they would love to spend some time with you. And this way, you're not working 24/7.
Right.
You know, you could do a class on how to do those flowers that you do for Christmas.
And those pinecone things that she does with pinecone, she does so many different things with pinecone.
Yes, and then she does wedding decorations. It's the season, so she could do a class on that. And all of these could be part of the subscription service. Every month you learn something different.
Yes. Yes.
So now you're working the 4-hour workday.
I bring it around. This is what I talk about when I talk about my 4-hour workday. You know, saving time and making more money. That's what that is about. I mean, I could say the third, but that's the core of my program. Is showcasing to people that the time that is needed to run your business, once you understand how to set it up right, you spend less time in it. I know I've done it for myself to make sure, because anything I teach, I want to put myself through the pace to know that I get what I say I'm given, and then I hand it over to somebody else. And I have people who tried it out and they're like, I'm still shocked that I got so much done in 4 hours. And one of the ladies, she ended up doing just like 4 hours for 4 days a week. She was able to save a whole full day for herself, because she's those people who need a lot of downtime. She said, Karen, I saved a whole day. I was so focused. On what I needed to do that I came out laughing. She said, I couldn't stop grinning. I got it done. It just takes time to force it. That's all.
I'm just saying. And right now, I am actually making and selling masks. My thing is, I have a certain price because I have specific fabric. I mean, this fabric had to be sourced. And then, you know what? Elastic is at a premium.
Yep. Very pretty. Yep.
So,
you worry those people.
And this is about fashion. This is not, you know what I'm saying? People don't want to wear paper masks.
If you're gonna wear a mask, it better be looking good.
Look cute.
They're like, I'm not wearing a mask if it ain't looking good.
You know, and something I wanted to actually match.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I want a blue mask with my blue outfit and a pink mask. Okay, cool. Yeah. This is good.
Yeah, I see even people
and we're going to get into this thing
like
for a long time.
Too, so.
Yeah.
You know.
So we're going to be in this thing for a while. So, guys.
So, guys, don't be dropping your price. Make sure you're getting enough rest. Set a price that you know can make sense for you. Set a goal for whatever it is you want to do, because you need to set a goal. You don't stay in the goal. You don't stay in the planning. You set the goal. You plan things out and you take action. 3 steps. Plan the goal. Set a goal. Set out the plans. Take action and watch it. If you want 200 people in your membership, well, you know you're going to get, your first one is $199 left. Then your goal is your first 10, your first 20, your first 100 till you get to the 200. And don't get fed up getting people in there. Your job becomes very simple, because once you get those 12 months set up and you know what's going to go into them, you're just tweaking when different things happen. And now it's all about marketing to bring people in.
I think too, people are scared. Let's just say it. They're
True.
scared to charge for information that they got over here for free.
Yes.
And let me tell you, people,
Tell them.
you didn't get it for free. You
Tell
went
them.
over there, you spent your time, you took the time to hone that skill so that you could teach it.
Right.
And so the people who are coming in to the subscription service to get that information that you're taking for granted, that you took time to learn how to do, they're there because they trust you and they know that you took the time to get it down to a science.
Yep. Because it is. It is. You watch free stuff, and if you really pay attention and you go and you come back, you're like, but she didn't cover. I wonder how. Where was? She deliberately left it out because she sells somewhere else. This is what she's giving you for free. This potion she's giving you for free. This session she's giving you for free. The rest is not for free. If not, she can't make a living. Let's go knock her, right?
Exactly. So there you go. Well, Coach, can you summarize for us? We always said we're going to do 30 minutes, but I like the fact that we are talking to everybody as an individual too, and trying to give you some ideas for how to be successful in this new environment. Seriously, there are virtual dating, Claudia. That's a niche. You could teach the class and connect those two people. What you say? Okay. Anyway, or you could have the birthday cake at your house, and everybody could come in on Zoom and blow out the candles. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
people doing all sorts of things,
and then they could come by and pick up the cake or whatever. You could set it up, whatever. You know, there's just a lot of ways to get that connected. You could offer cake and Zoom.
Cake and
Zoom, because they don't know how to set up Zoom. So once they get the cake home, you can, show them how to, come in on Zoom and have everybody there when the person that gets the cake blows out the candle. Whatever. Or just, you know what I'm saying? Or they can send the individual a video of them picking up the cake.
There's so much possibilities. There's just
so we picked up a cake for you here in California. We know you're in Texas. Happy birthday. We're going to cut the cake and enjoy it. We're having cake on you today because it's your birthday. Now you get a calorie-less birthday because we know you're... So we're going to take a hit for the team and eat your cake. Oh my God.
That's too funny.
So with that, Karen, summarize for us what we need to know today about some of these fears, because I don't think we really recognize that we all have these things working in our minds.
We all have fears. Let me tell you. And today we talk about money, and I went all over the place with it, give a lot of different examples, even talk a little bit about being lucky and how you need to look at it versus just the word. But truly, we have fears when you make a lot of money because you might be afraid to lose it. We have fears of not making enough money and being able to retire and just relax if we wanted to, but work if we did, too. And we have fears of not knowing what's going to come next, what's going to happen. The news, if you're listening to 24/7, it's freaking you out. I personally don't listen to news before this, so I don't like it. And so all these different fears, whatever was lying down there before, is just resurrecting itself. The other thing is, I don't know if I said it, but I want to quickly say it, we are never poor. We are mostly never poor because we don't have money. And when I recognized this, it was like, boom, you're not poor because you don't have any money. Because let me just clarify, you could always make money. Always. You might want to do the thing I might tell you, but you could always make money. We are poor because our thought process is poor. The way we feel is poor. The way we feel we're being judged is from our poorness. This is why this happens to us. This is what the conversation that happens with money. That's why I talk so much about money story. So your poorness, if you feel a lot of fear around it, it's because you're going back into this place that has kept you there for a very long time, and situations cause it to come up again. Strictly when we speak about money. I'm not talking about anywhere else. Just strictly when we speak about money, and that's why I'm going to end this with That's why you need a budget. Period. Case closed. That's why you need a budget. That's why you
need a happiness plan.
need it. Because it comes right back to knowing what has to happen. All righty, guys. I'm off my box.
Know the state of your flocks. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, you heard it. You need a budget, and you need to recognize that at some point you had some money traumas, and when those traumas come up, you need to speak to them and say no. We
take care of that already. Yeah, we take care of that already. We're not going there. My price is $27. I don't have to sell it for $20 because somebody else is selling for $19.95. No, I don't have to sell it for $100 because I was charging $200. No, my price is $2,000, and it's okay to charge $2,000. And if the person wants it, they will pay $2,000.
Exactly.
And my first coach was $5,000. The guy was helping me real estate, and he didn't do half of what I do for people. And I paid it because I saw what he had that I wanted, and he knew what he was doing. And I paid it. My second coach was more. Like, it costs money. And yes, I wasn't making a lot of money at the time, but I wanted it. I saved for it. And then I purchased the service. People can buy money what they want to do. I'm not telling you going to car, but I'm telling you, if they want to use your service, whatever you're selling, do not change your price because you think, the person didn't tell you, you think that they can't afford it.
Don't say no for the customer. Fran says that all the time. Don't say no for somebody else. And you sometimes you need to have somebody else price your stuff.
Yes.
Because you really don't know what it's worth.
Yes.
We're really scared to charge what it's worth.
It's sorry worth. And again, it comes from how you're feeling inside. Because when I did my first pricing class with like 3 ladies, you know, they weren't making any money. They were just suffering. They went to 2 jobs and they had a little business, but they never made money in the business. And I sat them down and we did the first course, and they keep telling me, Karen, give me all the lists. I had them bring a list of why they couldn't charge a certain number, and then give them some exercises to showcase to them how they can charge. And even went a step further and did mock stuff where we call people and charge a price.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even, I'm doing it for them because I wanted to see how you go about it. And they're sitting next to me saying, Karen, don't call the number. Karen, don't say anything. Like literally in panic mode, and I'm using the phone. So I
yeah. Yeah. And sometimes we can be making money and one person complained and we want to go in and cut our prices. Don't do it, people.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Stick to guns. Stick to your guns. Charge your price. Find another way of marketing. Find new friends. Make new friends. Tell yourself that the friends I have, it's only for the purpose of X, Y, and Z. They're not my business buddies. I want people who will help me sustain my business. I want people who will pay for what I have to serve up, and then you go from there. Oh, so Brenna said, I was just told I should have charged more for my dragonfly pendant custom order. Do you make them, Brenna?
She makes jewelry also, yeah. She makes custom jewelry.
Okay. Well, I hope you're pricing it right, using labor and material and understanding the price idea.
Yeah, because
all the things that people sell from some place that they buy for $2 sell for $5. It's totally different.
Exactly. And it's no two are going to be alike, right? If they're custom made, no two are going to be alike. And that's what they're buying. They're buying uniqueness. Yeah. So guys, with that, Karen, you want to tell people where they can find you on the web?
Find me everywhere in Profits in Daily, because why else would you have a business? So Profits in Daily, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, everywhere. Profits in Daily, Pinterest. Yeah. Profits in Daily.
Profits, INDAILY.
Yes.
Okay, guys, I put it in the chat.
And I was telling my program coming out in July. It's called the 4-Hour Workday. It's going to help you to save time and bring more money in your business. All right, guys.
Yep. Okay, so Britta says her jewelry business is on Instagram. Okay. Tomorrow is Thursday. We're going to be here with Happy Healthy Habits with Robinson Mizu and friends. So come on over Oh, Jill, how you doing?
Hi, Jill.
Uh, Jill, we're getting ready to sign off. I'm so sorry. She said she's got a comment here. She says, I've had people ask me why I don't do what I do for free. If I listened to them, there would have been no way to be sustainable and continue offering my services to the community. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Here it is. What are each of your profile links like? Okay. So thanks. So guys, she wants to connect with you guys. So make sure that you put your profile stuff in there so she can connect with you on Facebook. In addition to that, I want to remind everybody,
Don't forget to go to the front of your own line.
Your own line.
I just love that.
Oh.